Welcome to the War Room. Rumors and news, and a recap for NXT from last night. Let's get right into it. NXT from last night was solid. It was solid. So the show kicked off with a kid-friendly promos by the remaining women in NXT Women's Championship tournament. It was kind of corny, but WWE loves to do these things, these promos where they're staring right into the camera and telling you that they're going to become the next champion. That's what they like to do. So be it, a lot of colors, a lot of kid-friendly stuff, Then we had Lyra Valkyria versus Cora Jade. Valkyria gets the win here, but Cora Jade attacked her after the match and left her beaten and bruised. Dragunov attacked Dijak backstage, and that won't be the last time I say that during this video. Axiom, Yabba Dabba Kato had a match, and Yabba Dabba Kato won. And then to continue the trend for the rest of the night, he attacked Axiom after the match, and for some reason, Reggie came to save Axiom, but Axiom wanted nothing to do with Reggie. Tony D'Angelo was getting questioned backstage by what appeared to be a horrible acting police officer. And by horrible acting, I don't mean he's a police officer acting horribly. I'm talking about he's a horrible actor acting like a police officer, if I just had to clear that up. Then we had a Braun Breaker video package basically showing him destroying Carmelo Hayes for the entirety of their feud. So there's that. He broke him in half 5-6 times. What more is there to say about it? Then Gallus came to the ring. They were talking about how Tony is in jail and how him and Stacks were supposed to challenge them, but now they can't. And the Creed's been calling, but then the Creeds come out. The Creeds are like, yeah, we're in your face now. We do want a match. Fight breaks out. Stacks comes to the ring. They got Gallus running. Then we had a backstage segment with Wes Lee. He was doing an interview. He's basically saying that he can't trust anybody anymore. Then she tried to bring in Tyler Bate. I guess they were doing some type of intervention, and Wesley wasn't having it. He was like, nah, bro, I'm good. Tyler Bate then fought Eddie Thorpe with Wesley ringside. Tyler Bate got the win, and Joe Gacy attacked Tyler Bate after the match. Wesley came in to assist, but inadvertently hit Tyler Bate. And then Gacy hit them with the move that China used to do, a springboard clothesline. Wesley and Tyler Bate got in a shoving match during the commercial break. Lyra Valkyria was backstage basically saying, hey, I'm hurt, I'm injured, but I'm still going to battle at Battleground, aptly put. Noam Dar fought Nathan Frazier in a great match. I really enjoyed that match. Dragon Lee came out with the distraction. He was looking at the Heritage Cup, and Nathan Frazier got the win there. So part 2, Dragunov and Dijak, this time they're brawling in the locker room. So that's part 2. Next, we had a Carmelo Hayes homecoming video where it showed him back in, I think they're in Lowell, Massachusetts. I think that's the name of it. And just him back home, being back in Massachusetts, and him telling the background of different places that he's been, and WWE's history being back in Massachusetts. Then we had Hank Walker fighting Take Ledger. Hank Walker won, and then Braun Breaker pretty much came out and broke it off in both of their asses. I mean, that's the best way I could put it. Braun Breaker broke their ass off. Next, we had a backstage segment with the Creeds and Stacks. Basically, Stacks was like, hey, let me help y'all out at Battleground, even up the odds against Gallus. And the Creeds were just like, nah, we scorned from the past of people saying they're going to help us and turn it on us, so we good. Then Gigi Dolan and JC Jane engaged in what I can only describe as a childish back and forth. That's the best way I could put it while still being proper. Um, it was a childish back and forth, and thank God they're going to have the blow off match, steel cage match with weapons next week. I don't need to see them fight each other anymore. If y'all not going to join together against the tag team, I'm not trying to see you guys interact with each other, quite honestly. Then Luca Crucifino was walking out of court saying, "Yeah, we should have settled this in court, but now we're going to settle it in the ring." So I honestly, I don't even know who this guy is. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have no idea who Luca Crucifino is. But next, Luca Crucifino had a match against Von Wagner where Crucifino won via DQ, and basically not Von Breaker, but Von Wagner beat the shit out of Luca Crucifino after the match and attempted to put him through the table, but it didn't quite work out. And the entire time, Robert Stone just like, no, don't do it. This whole storyline, they keep showing the picture, is just weird to me. I don't understand, like, what's the context? Did you have some kind of surgery when you were younger? And why are we building a storyline around that? But I digress. Tony D'Angelo, who was detained by the fake police officer, that fake police officer arrested Tony D'Angelo. So he's now going to be fake incarcerated and go to fake jail. Then Tiffany Stratton and Roxanne Perez. Oh, man. These are two of not just my favorite female wrestlers in NXT. These are two of my favorite female wrestlers in wrestling. You guys can hate on Tiffany Stratton all you want. You can hate on her all you want. And I'm not going to mince my words here. In 2 years, we are going to be looking at Charlotte Flair light. Mark my words. I'm talking about she will be the biggest female star in professional wrestling within the next 2 years. Tiffany Stratton. I'm talking about bigger than Becky, bigger than Charlotte, because she's starting to head towards the twilight of her career. Bigger than Bianca Belair. Tiffany Stratton is the future of women's professional wrestling. I'm sorry. You guys can say what you want. She has the look. Her mic skills are developing, and she has in-ring ability comparable, not technically, but athletic wise, her athleticism is comparable to Charlotte Flair. Mark my words. Tiffany Stratton is going to get called up. This is with the next 2 years. She's going to get called up, and she's going to have a women's title on the main roster. If you don't like her, you better just get used to it, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I called it with Bianca Belair when Bianca Belair was in NXT. I said Bianca Belair is going to get called up. She's going to be the women's champion. Because when you have, it's one thing to be athletic. It's another thing to just have the mic skills. And it's another thing to just have the looks. Eva Marie had the looks. No mic skills, no athleticism. Zoe Starks, athletic as hell, can go in the ring. We don't know about her mic skills. And we can't necessarily say that she has the look that WWE loves to promote. Like women like that, Tiffany Stratton, Bianca Belair, these type of women, they have it all. And I'm just telling you, Roxanne Perez, she has it all too, but she's just a career baby face to me, and she's a great wrestler. I could also see her holding the women's championship. I could also see her holding it, but Tiffany Stratton looks like she was built in a fucking factory, like Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Like they're built in a factory and made to be women's champions. That's just how they look. Roxanne Perez is almost like, like a plucky underdog, but she could go in the ring. She'd go in the ring. So after this, we pretty much had part 3 of Dijak and Dragunov brawling, but this time they took a break during the brawling and took their turn signing contracts. And that was NXT. All right. So now let's get into these rumors and this news for May 24, 2023. Okay. So apparently there's this dumbass rumor out there that the main event for WrestleMania 40 isn't going to be Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. It's going to be Cody Rhodes and Gunther, the ring general. No, that's not going to happen. And they're pushing this out. Oh no, the story's not going to finish. The story's going to finish, okay? Why? Ask yourself this. If Cody Rhodes was fighting Gunther at the main event of next year's WrestleMania, then why are they even putting him through the trials and tribulations of Brock Lesnar? Why? Okay? Why? I could see Cody and Gunther at SummerSlam, something like that, but not WrestleMania. It doesn't even make sense. Like, can you see that? A marquee match, Cody Rhodes and Gunther. And here's my key reason why you're not going to see Cody Rhodes and Gunther at WrestleMania 40 in the main event. Because if they were going to do that, guess what? They would have just put the world heavyweight title on Cody Rhodes and not Seth Rollins. It's simple as that. Seth is out filming movies and stuff. Why are you putting the belt on him if you have no intentions of putting Cody Rhodes in next year's WrestleMania? You could have just put the belt on Cody. He's selling all the merchandise. He's putting up all the numbers. Just put the belt on him. But since Cody is going to fight Roman at WrestleMania 40, this is just a smokescreen. If WWE put it out there, it's a smokescreen. And of course, the wrestling community is going to just pick it up and complain about it and say, oh no, Cody's story's not going to get told, because that's what the wrestling community does. I've been a part of it for years. That's how it works. Our next rumor or news, whichever one you want to call it, it's okay. There's a lot of Nick Khan heavy things coming up. So, Nick Khan thing number one. Apparently, they're thinking about moving Raw to a new night. I can't express emphatically enough how dumb that would be. It's Monday Night Raw. You don't move Monday Night Raw to Tuesday. What night are they going to move it to? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So what, you're going to have Thursday Raw, Friday SmackDown? Raw's not moving channels. I don't know what negotiating tactic this is about moving Raw, but I don't see that happening. It's been Monday Night Raw for decades, and they're not going to change it. It's just simple as that. The next bit of news is SmackDown having a third hour. Please don't do that. Please, I'm begging you. Please do not put SmackDown on for a third hour. There's literally almost too much wrestling to watch during the week. Too much. We don't need a third hour of SmackDown after we already have a third hour of Raw. That's bad enough. Leave SmackDown alone. We don't need a third hour of it. In fact, if you guys want to do something, take the last hour of Raw and take this proposed third hour of SmackDown. Just go make another 2-hour show. Just go do that. More on that in a second. The next bit of news we got via Nick Khan is that Raw and SmackDown could be on Amazon Prime. Nick Khan is on a roll. Whatever business meeting he had where all this news came out, Nick Khan's on a roll. Because it's another bad idea. Amazon Prime, you know what? I like Prime for another thing. I like Prime when a movie comes out in theater and the next month or a few weeks later, it's, oh my God, it's on Amazon Prime. I get to watch it at home. That's what I like about Amazon Prime. I like getting my delivery orders all together or get them for free because of Amazon Prime. What I don't want to do is watch professional wrestling on Amazon Prime. It's bad enough when I have to watch Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. I don't want to have to watch wrestling on Amazon Prime. So if you guys want to put episodes of Raw or SmackDown, okay, fine, whatever. Do not put the actual shows on Amazon Prime. I think this is another bargaining chip. I don't know what the whole deal is. I'm not a businessman. I'm not involved in TV rights deals. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but I know that that's a stupid idea. I can tell you that much. And this last idea, that's not so dumb. This last one from Nick Khan is not so dumb. They're thinking about adding another show. That's possibly dumb, but if the theme of this show is going to be centered around adults and not PG and things of that nature, I'm all for it. Make me an edgy show. I'll watch it, but it better really be edgy. I'm not talking about goofy edgy. I'm talking about some real edgy shit. And in addition to that, which we heard this before, let's just put it out there, they're thinking about making the third hour of Raw more edgy. I've been hearing that for I don't know how many years now. So that's whatever. I believe in a new show that's edgy more. So, but all of this came out of some meeting, and I guess it's all being made to be some type of bargaining chip of some nature with the TV rights and all that stuff. So, next we had this is going to be you guys' first time hearing me say this on camera. I talk to Petey Stun about this all the time. The Vince McMahon hidden agenda. So apparently changes were made to Monday Night Raw. And assuming that Vince McMahon, because that's what the wrestling community does, assume that Vince McMahon made the changes, I'm going to drop my famous catchphrase for the first time. Infamous catchphrase. Where's the proof? Where's the proof? Where's the proof that Vince McMahon changed the show? All I hear is sources and things of that nature, worked wrestling, yada, 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 yada. Where's the proof that Vince changed the show? I need to see actual proof. I need to see Vince with a pen and paper erasing shit and writing shit. I need to see the proof. Until I see some proof that Vince McMahon is on Raw changing the shows, then nobody knows. It's all just speculation. So there's that. So in case you guys are wondering, I do not subscribe to the Vince. Is Vince still involved? Yes. Is Vince still in charge on a day-to-day basis? I don't think so. I mean, I don't have any proof that he's not involved. But all these YouTube channels and dirt sheets and all that stuff claiming that they know that Vince is there, he's erasing shit and rewriting shit and highlighting shit and all that shit. I don't buy it. Show me the proof. Show me a video of Vince changing the script. That's all I got to say about it. Other than that, if you ask me why the show's getting changed, shit happens. All right. That's it for the news and notes for the day and the NXT recap. This is the War Room. I am MFGDs. I will see you guys next time.